calcium carbonate, CaCO3, by heat energy, give us what? Give us calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. It's what? It is a type of chemical reaction that called what? Calcium carbonate. It has what? It has the name of thermal decomposition or heat decomposition. Both of them are right. Let's go to see another one of these types of question. Define each of the following. Number 1, electric current intensity. It means what? It means it is the quantity of a charge that transfer between 2 points in a conductor in 1 second. Don't forget, 1 second and 2 points of the conductor. So this is the meaning of electric current intensity. Let's go to see another one. We have volt. What's meant by volt? Volt, it means the potential difference between 2 points in a conductor. When 1 ampere of electric current intensity pass in a conductor has 1 ohm of resistance. So here it's very important to write 1 ampere and 1 ohm. Let's go to see another one. We have another definition of volt. It's the potential difference between 2 points of a conductor that produced by 1 joule of work done to transfer 1 coulomb of charges between 2 points of a conductor. It is very clear for us. It is very easy to know this. Let's go to see another one of these definitions. We have radioactivity. What's meant by radioactivity? Radioactivity, it means it is the emission of radiation by an atom in radioactive element. What's meant by radioactive element? It means the element that loses its mass and radiation by the emission of them. Why? Because it is very active one. Let's go to see another one. We have an acid. What's meant by acid? It's the chemical substance that produces hydrogen ions in its solution. It's hydrogen positive. Hydrogen positive, it means what? It means a hydrogen ion or proton that produced in its solution and make this solution sour taste and change litmus paper into red color. Another one of these questions, we have speed of chemical reaction. Speed of chemical reaction, it means the rate of change in the reactant concentration in unit time. So the speed of chemical reaction, it means the rate of a change in unit time. Change of concentration of reactant in unit time. Both of them are right. So it is the complete answer here. It's the rate of a change in reactant concentration per unit time. Let's go to see another type of question. Choose from B and C what suit with A. Concentrate very well in this one, because if you make wrong one or one mistake, so the second mistake that produced here. So the number 1, we have A, electric current intensity. Number 2, we have potential difference. Number 3, resistance. It is the concepts here. And we have letter B, ohm, and second one, coulomb. Third one, we have volt. Number 4, it's ampere, and the last one is joule. So here this is the measuring unit of many things. Letter C, we have voltmeter, we have ammeter, we have here watt meter and ohm meter. Which one of them is right? Which one can substitute or can match it to each other? Electric current intensity, it's what? Electric current intensity, it's ampere as a measuring unit. And we have ammeter from the ampere. Word ampere, it's produce 1 ammeter. So this ammeter, it's the measuring device of each one of them. Number 2, we have potential difference. Potential difference is measured by volt. Volt here, it means what? It means measuring unit of potential difference. And we have the device that called voltmeter. Number 3, we have resistance. Resistance, it means what? It means opposition of the electric current inside the wire. So here this is called ohm as a measuring unit of resistance. So after that we have ohm meter. It is very easy to know the device that measured each one of them. Let's go to see another part of these questions. Complete the following table. It's very important part. Don't forget this. Try to solve it many times in your books. So the substance, this one, it has 2 coulombs or many cells like this. Substance, acid, base and salt. And the economic importance or uses, it's what? The first one is space. I need to know the substance. And the second one, we have the uses, digestion of protein in our stomach. So we have in our stomach, we have a substance. Second one is a space that used to manufacture of glass of semen. Here, the first one here, we have acid, that gastric juice in stomach. So the second one, here we have the glass and semen that used salt, calcium carbonate. It is that salt, and we have the name. You must write the name of each compound that we use this type or this economic importance or uses. This is another type or another part of this table. It's what? It is base, magnesium hydroxide. It has very important uses. And we have the space here in the substance, and we use it in the manufacture of explosive material or fertilizers. Which one of them here that used in this case? Let's go to see the first one, base. Magnesium hydroxide, it's used in manufacture or making of anti-acidic medicine. Anti-acidic medicine, it means what? It means it is a type of medicine that used to move out the acidity of our stomach. So the manufacture of explosive material or fertilizers, we have a part here that called potassium nitrate. It is a salt. So this is salt, it's potassium nitrate. It's very important one to make explosive material and fertilizers. Let's go to see another part of this table. The last one, we have substance that called salt silver nitrate. It has one use. So the economic importance or uses here, it's used in manufacture of sensitive film of camera. Sensitive film of camera, it means the films of cameras, okay, in old one. But now we have digital cameras, it has no films. Let's go to see another thing. Another type of questions is very easy one, and it's very important one. You can make high marks with give reason. Let's go to see the first one of give reason. Mendel chose the pea plant for his experiments. Why? Because here we have many things. Pea plant has different traits and its life cycle is short. So the life cycle here is short because what? Because it takes 3 months maximum to make what? To make another new plant. So he chooses this one, this pea plant, different traits and life cycle is short. After that, we have when you pollinate a pure tall stem pea plant with a short stem pea plant, it produces plants, all of them are tall stem. Why? Because what? Due to the first law of Mendel of dominant trait, tall stem appears in the first generation as 100%. So it's what? It is dominant trait that found here in this plant that appears in the first generation as 100%. After that, we have another one. Voltmeter is connected in parallel, but ammeter is connected in series connection. So here, this is voltmeter is connected in parallel connection to measure potential difference between 2 points in the conductor. But ammeter is connected in series to measure the electric current intensity. Let's go to see another one. Iron filling react with acid faster than the piece of iron. Why? Because here the piece of iron, it has what? It has the iron filling is more than the piece of iron in its surface area. So the surface area of piece, it makes many layers that the reaction of the acid doesn't reach these layers to make what? To make the complete reaction. But iron filling, it's exposed to the HCl or to the acid to make what? To make this reaction more faster. Let's go to see another one. Divided nickel is used in hydrogenation of oil industry. Divided nickel is used in hydrogenation of oil industry because what? Because what? Because divided nickel is used as a catalyst that helps to speed the chemical reaction without enter it, or without it change its structure, or without it change its color or its properties, doesn't it change completely. So because the divided nickel is used in the catalyst that help to speed the chemical reaction without enter it or change its structure. Let's go to see another one of these give reasons. It's very important one. Steel fibers used in cleaning pots burn in the cylinder of oxygen more than air. If I burn a piece of clean pots that's used or made of steel fibers, so this one, if I put it inside the cylinder full of oxygen, it makes the reaction faster. Why? Because the oxygen is in the cylinder is more concentrated, it's 100% without any type of gas than that in air that contains many gases, and the oxygen as itself it's 21%. So the rate of chemical reaction will be more faster by increasing the concentration of reaction. Blue color of copper sulfate is disappear by heating. It means what? Due to the formation of copper oxide by thermal decomposition of the copper sulfate. This one, it needs what? It needs the equation. CuSO4 is blue color. Change by heat energy into what? Into copper sulfate black and SO3 sulfur trioxide gas that move away from this reaction. After that, we have a blue color of copper sulfate disappear by adding piece of zinc. It's also disappear? Yes, because we have another type of reaction here. We have, my dear students, okay, we have zinc to this solution that added, so we have due to substitution or simple substitution reaction between the copper metal by zinc. So the piece of it from its compound to replace this piece of compound of zinc that replace copper from its compound. So add the following reaction. I need reaction of each one of these questions. If you have a reaction in what's happened or in give reason or in complete any one of these questions, write this equation. If you have, write it. So CuSO4 blue color plus zinc give us what? Give us zinc SO4 and red color or red PPT of copper, just copper. Why? Because copper is less active than zinc, so it moves out from this reaction by precipitation. After that, we have another type of questions that called problems. Concentrate with me very well. You have three similar cells. EMF of each one of these 2 volts. Explain by using diagram. You have drawing here. So how can you connect them and to obtain? To obtain what? To obtain 6 volts, to obtain 2 volts, to obtain 4 volts in each case. What is the biggest one? It is 6. So we have here all type or all the number of cells connected in series connection like this. First battery, after it we have the second one and the third one after them. So we have voltmeter. Don't forget the voltmeter to measure the voltage or to measure EMF, electromotive force. This electromotive force between these 2 parts or between these 2 points in this circuit here. So this 6 volt, it is what? The 3 types or 3 cells connected to each other in a series connection. We have to obtain 2 volt. The cells are connected in parallel. So here, this is what? This is parallel connection. If I have 10 batteries, if I have 20 batteries in parallel connection, the same intensity, the same voltage that found here. So the same current intensity? No, it is the same voltage. So it is all of them are 2 volt. So the total is 2 volt. Why? Because they are connected in parallel. Each one of them or each battery that connect the all poles or negative poles, all of them connected to one point, and all positive poles that connected to another point. So the points here connected to the voltmeter to measure the EMF of each one of them and the total here. So the total is 2 volt. After that, to obtain 4 volts, if I have 4 cells like this or 3 cells, we have 2 batteries must equal each other and must connect it to parallel connection like the right hand one. So the second one, if I have 2, so 2 else we have 2 connected to the parallel, and the 2 one or these groups that connected to all parts of this part that called what? That called series connection between them. So here this is 4 volt if I have 4 cells or 3 cells. If I have 3 cells, it has 1 battery that makes series connection with what? With the batteries here. After that, calculate the resistance of a conductor if the potential difference of it is 2 volt and the electric current intensity is 10 ampere. So 10 volts, we have 10 ampere and 2 volts. I need calculate the resistance. So it is very easy. The first one here, R equal V divided I. 2 divide 10 equal 0.2 ohm. This is the meaning of problem. I need the rule, the first one, you have the first mark. Calculations, the second one, you have the second mark. And the last one, we have the final result. It has 1 mark divided into 2 parts. 0.2 as a value, and the measuring unit is half mark. Let's go to see another one. Calculate the electric current intensity that passes in the conductor in the quantity of electric charges is 10 coulombs, pass in 100 seconds. It's very easy. I need to calculate the electric current intensity. Quantity of electric charges is 10 coulombs. 10 and 100 seconds. It's very easy. We have what? We have the first thing, I equal Q divide T. And here we have 10 divide 100 equal what? Equal 0.1 ampere. So it is very, very important to know I equal Q divide T. I need to calculate the electric current intensity, so it's Q divide T. Quantity of a charge divide the time by second. After that, using symbols of express the result of mating between short stem of a pea plant T small, and long stem T capital, T capital. Using these symbols, what will happen, or what we need here? We need the first generation that happened here. Parents here, it's T capital, mating or cross T small, and after that we have T capital as a gametes, and we have T small and another one T small in the other one, in the other individual. So the first generation is T capital, T small. Here the last part here, T capital, T small also. Why? Because here 100% tall stem dominant trait, and it is hybrid one. Hybrid, it means what? It means it is mixed between the capital letter and small letter, between dominant trait and recessive trait. Without a change this appearance for us. It's 100% tall stem at the first law of Mendel. Let's go to C. Using the symbols of express the result of mating between the red flower of a pea plant, R capital, and white flower, T capital. So here this is R capital times R small. Makes what? It makes R capital as a gametes, and we have R small. So this F1, it makes what? It makes this generation. Here the R capital, all of them 100% is red flower, dominant trait, like the last one. But we have here, if I have R capital, and we have T capital, T small, or R capital, R small, so we have another type of this dominant trait that appears by another percentage. We have another one of this. Mention the function of the following. Number 1, we have enzyme in human body. We have many enzymes. What is the function of enzyme? It helps us to digest food in digestive system and act as a catalyst. It makes a reaction million times per minute. It's very fast one, very active one to digest food. If you eat any type of food, try to make this digestion of this food by enzyme. After that, we have refrigerator. What is the function of refrigerator? It decreases the temperature to decrease and stop the chemical reaction of bacteria and fungi on food to preserve for a long time without spoiling. If I move out or I put the food outside the refrigerator, so we have spoiling and what? And change it into some kind of poisonous compound by the effect of bacteria or fungi. Because bacteria and fungi live in what? In the air, or live in water. If I have water here or air that found, so we have spoiling food. So the fungi and food preserve it for longer time by refrigerator or by freezer without spoiling one. After that, catalyst is chemical reaction. Catalyst in chemical reaction here, it makes a very important function. It's what? Speed the chemical reaction without enter it. We have another answer. Change the chemical reaction rate without a change, without enter, without a change itself and its structure. Why? Because we have catalyst, it has two types, positive